So we're going to start off by going over the case. On your saxophone case, you'll have two parts, the top half and bottom half. The top half is going to be the smaller half, and the bottom will be the bigger half. And you want to make sure this bigger half, and it also has the handle on it, stays on the bottom so that when we open our case, it's the right direction. Now I want you to unlatch, or in this case, unzip your case. When we open it up, you're going to see a whole bunch of parts. And as I point to them and name them, I'd like you to follow along and do the same. So this is the body.
Body.
This is the cap. Cap up here. This is the neck.
Neck.
This is the mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece.
This is the neck strap.
Neck strap.
These are your reeds.
Reeds.
And this is your ligature. It might be somewhere else in your case.
Ligature.
There you go. All right. Now, first we're going to take out this, first we're going to take out your, what's this again?
Reeds.
Yeah. Take out your reeds, pick out your favorite one, and go ahead and keep that in your mouth. You want to make sure it's wet and keep it in your mouth while I'm explaining. Now, if you could get out this part, what's it called again?
The neck.
The neck, that's right. And on this part of the neck, we have what's called the cork.
Cork.
And we're going to make sure that about once a week we're greasing that so that this part, which you can go ahead and get out, this part's called the
mouthpiece.
Right, and we want to keep that cork grease so that it comes on nice and easily. So go ahead and put it so it's about a little less than an inch off the cork, or a third of an inch off the cork. And you want to make sure when you're twisting it that you're not touching this mechanism up here, and that it's nice and in line with this bottom part right here on the other side of the neck. All right. Now, next you're going to take the reed. There's already wet, but place it right, the flat part of the reed, onto the flat part of the mouthpiece. All right. Line up the left and right sides of it on the mouthpiece, aka the rails of the mouthpiece. And as far as lining up the tip, you want to make sure you just see a little sliver of your mouthpiece. So make sure that's there, and make sure your thumb is sturdy at the bottom, keeping it in place. And then you want to take out this part, which is called the
ligature.
That's right, the ligature. And you want to take the fatter bottom part of the ligature and go ahead and slide it on. And even though my screws are on the top and yours are on the bottom, both are facing the right. So that's how you'll make sure that it's on correctly. And once that's all lined up, and once that looks good to me, you want to go ahead and tighten those screws, not too much, because you still want to allow the reed to vibrate, but just enough so that it's sitting comfortably on there. Great. Now, we have our mini instrument now, and we can actually make a sound on this, but before we make a sound, I'm going to teach you it's called the embouchure, the shape of our mouth. So could you say the?
The.
So that the v, that's how you kind of want your bottom lip to be shaped, just so that the bottom lip is cushioning enough of your teeth so you're not taking in too much like this or out like this, just right in between. And that's how it is going to sit on the reed. And where you're going to place that bottom lip on the reed, we can actually test with a piece of paper. If you see, we slide a piece of paper right between the mouthpiece and the reed. Where it stops naturally, place your thumb where it stops naturally. And that is exactly where our bottom lip is going to lie on the mouthpiece. So you can go ahead and put your bottom lip where you have your thumb. Alright, and the last part, and make sure your top teeth are resting right on top of the mouthpiece, not biting too hard. And the sides of your lips should close right out just like a drawstring bag. And just for now, go ahead and blow. There you go. And when we blow too, we want to make the shape inside of our mouth should be an ooh sound. Say ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Get a nice open shape in the mouth. Now give us our best sound. Let's try it one more time. There we go. And now to add on to that, we have what's called articulation, which is how we touch the reed with our tongue. So if my thumb, this thumb here is my tongue, we're kind of touching the reed just like this, where it's the tip of the reed with the very top of our tongue. Not necessarily the tip of our tongue, but the very top, very first taste bud. All right. Just like that. And repeat after me. All right, sounds good. Now, if we can put on our neck strap. And go ahead and put that right over your head. And it'll sit on your shoulders or on your neck. And if you can set down your neck and mouthpiece very carefully without damaging the reed. Next, we're gonna get out this part of the saxophone. What's this called again?
The body.
The body. And we're gonna hold it by what's called the bell. And we're gonna go ahead and take this part out. What's it called?
The cap.
Cap. Go ahead and put it in the case and attach your neck strap to the ring right here on the saxophone. And make sure this screw up top is nice and loose. All right, and we're gonna take our mini instrument here and combine it with the rest of the horn just like this. And this part is very important. You wanna make sure that this ring-like mechanism on the neck is lined up just with this prong pull mechanism on the body of the horn. Because if those are not lined up, then the instrument can get broken or twisted very easily. All right, now when we're holding the saxophone, also make sure this is nice and tight. Your left hand thumb is going to rest right on this black dot right here, kind of angled just like this so that you're not touching this key, but you're ready to at a moment's notice. And your front three fingers, pointer, middle, and ring, are going to rest on these three pearls. Make sure you're not touching this one or this top one, but these three pearls. And your pinky will rest nicely on this pearl. And your other hand will rest on these three pearls, and your pinky will rest right on top of this key with the roller mechanism. Yep, that looks good. All right. Now adjust your neck strap to bring the horn to you so that you're not bending down to it. And our first note is going to be B, which is the first finger on the left hand. So just first finger and thumb. Make sure you're not touching this key back here, just resting on the black dot. Good. And now adding one more key, keeping that B key down and adding the next finger down, that's going to be A. Alright, great. And adding our last finger for today, the ring finger, keeping down all three at once and keeping your thumb on that black dot. Alright, and repeat after me. We're going to play all three of those notes.